Keith Gaddie from SoonerPoll.com, Oklahoma's news pollster. We're standing in the Capitol Rotunda today with Representative Richard Morrissette of Oklahoma City. How you doing
Keith,
today,
good
sir?
seeing you again.
Likewise, good to see you. Representative Morrissette, we were polling the public on issues of schools. I mean, schools take up a sizable chunk of the state budget, and they provide a service that most of the public avails itself of at one point in time or another. And we asked the public, do you think Oklahoma has too many school districts? And 52% of the public said yes, 37% said no. Do you think that we, with 535 school districts, do we have too many districts in this state?
Absolutely, we have too many districts.
Right.
We need to consolidate. And for example, this is not only a rural issue, but it's an urban issue as well. We have school districts in the urban areas. Why we have them, I don't know the history. There are too many altogether. I agree with that question.
Now, consolidation's been turned into a dirty word in part because, we don't define it well. What do you, when I say consolidation to you, what do you think of? What does it mean?
Well, I think what the general public thinks is that you're going to eliminate, let's say, the Prague school district and just wipe it off the map, or the O'Keene school district, and the local school supervisors are going to get thrown out. I think what we're talking about here at the legislature is consolidating authority and powers and redistributing the concentration of administrative duties. The schools need to be there, but we're spending way too much on overhead and way too much on salaries at the top. 530 some odd school districts is just obviously too many.
We're all through the budget. You legislators are looking for places to cut and save and cut and save. But we asked the public, does the public think that we're spending too much or too little money on schools? And 15% of the public said that we're spending too much, but over 50% said the publics are not receiving enough money.
And I agree with that. Even though, Common Ed, I think, gets over 50% of the budget, what's more important than educating the future of our state, or the future adults of this state? We can do a better job of spending the dollars that we have. I believe that the administrative overhead is way too high, but we are not spending too much on public education. So I agree with your polling numbers on that.
Are there any other places that we can go to find money for Common Ed?
Every branch of government for example, if you compare you got higher education, the Metro Techs, and Common Ed. I believe that the administrations of all three of those are way too high. We need to consolidate efficiencies in administration and delivery of services in higher ed, in the technology centers, and in Common Ed. We all need to do a better job. In the school district, we talk about too many school districts, without question. 500 or some odd more school districts is way too many. We have like 26 to 30 institutions of higher education across the state. We have Metro Techs all over the state. I believe we can do a better job of consolidating in all three of those areas in education.
All right, Representative Richard Morrissette, thank you very much.
You're welcome, anytime.
All right, Keith Gaddie from SoonerPoll.